Right off the bat, I want you to do something for me. Just for 5 seconds, literally close your eyes. I want you to vividly picture the life you truly, deeply want. Think about the money, the freedom, the respect. Picture that version of you that is genuinely happy, highly successful, and deeply proud. You got it? Do you see it? Good. Now, open your eyes because we need to face a pretty tough reality. So, here's the million-dollar question. Why is that incredible life still stuck entirely in your imagination? Why isn't that version of you real yet? Well, I'm going to tell you what it's not. It is definitely not a lack of education, it's not a lack of money, and it's for sure not your family background holding you back. The real answer is literally sitting right between your ears. It's your brain. Actually, to be more specific, it is the outdated software programs currently running inside your brain. We're talking about programs written when you were just a kid, quietly whispering that you aren't quite good enough, that massive success is for other people, and that playing it safe is always the smarter move. But here is the absolute most empowering scientific reality you're going to hear today. Your brain, it's not fixed. It's not some read-only hard drive that can never be overridden. It can be completely reprogrammed. Scientists call this incredible ability neuroplasticity. The legendary entrepreneur Jack Ma, well, he just calls it discipline. In this explainer, we're going to dive into this concept as your ultimate 30-day window to update your mental software and become a completely different person. Okay, let's look at the roadmap to get you there. 1. The brain's old programs. 2. Days 1 to 10. Break patterns. 3. Days 11 to 20. Feed patterns. 4. Days 21 to 30. Lock identity. 5. 3 hidden brain traps. And 6. Jack Ma's own rewiring. All right, part 1, the brain's old programs. We need to get one thing straight right away. Your brain's primary job is survival and protection. It was absolutely not built to make you successful. And this comparison right here brilliantly illustrates the intense conflict you probably experience every single day. Look at what your brain wants. It wants familiar places, familiar habits, safety. Now look at what you want. You want success, growth, new skills. Your brain is just trying to protect you by keeping you locked in your comfort zone. This is exactly why starting a new project feels so incredibly uncomfortable and why you might find yourself quitting after just 3 days. Listen, your brain isn't broken. It's just doing its job. It's literally screaming at you, hey, this is new and new is dangerous. Go back to what we know. The problem is, those familiar safety habits were formed back when you were small and scared. You aren't that person anymore, but your brain doesn't actually know that yet. Moving into phase 2, days 1 to 10. Break patterns. Your objective here is not to be perfect or fix your entire life overnight. Your only job is to break the old daily pattern that is keeping you small. So you need to know this upfront. Week 1 is the absolute hardest. This is the exact point where a staggering 80% of people just give up. You are going to feel some incredibly strong resistance. Your brain is going to literally beg you to skip a day and just start tomorrow. You absolutely have to push through it. So here is exactly how you break that pattern. Every single morning, before you even think about touching your phone, before checking a single message or speaking to anyone, take just 5 minutes to write down the answers to these 3 specific questions. What do I want to achieve today? What one habit am I breaking today? And what one small forward action will I take? Sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But do not let that simplicity fool you. This quick 5-minute routine sends a massive signal to your brain that the old software is shutting down and a brand new program is booting up. Okay, part 3, days 11 to 20, feed patterns. By the time you hit day 11, that intense initial resistance actually starts to fade away, and something small but very real begins to shift. In this second phase, you're going to keep your morning routine, but we are adding one new requirement. 30 minutes. For just 30 minutes a day, you must learn a new skill. Not scrolling social media, not reading the news. It could be a new language, video editing, a business skill, or practicing confident speaking. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what it is, just as long as it actively builds your value. Every single time you do this, your brain is building new neurological connections. It's basically paving fresh roads. At first, that road is rough and bumpy, but with daily use, it turns into a fast, wide-open highway. Now, I know exactly what your brain is whispering to you right now. You're thinking, I'm way too busy. I have work, I have family, but let's be totally honest with ourselves for a second here. You easily have 30 minutes of screen time every single day that you are just giving away to strangers on the internet for absolutely free. Reclaim it. Take it back. Give those 30 minutes back to yourself. Next up, part 4, Days 21 to 30, lock identity. This is the final and without a doubt the most powerful phase. You're going to do something most people never even attempt. You are going to start acting exactly like the successful person you are becoming, way before you actually feel ready.
Think about it. If you want to be an entrepreneur, start calling yourself one before you make a single dime. If you want to be healthy, eat exactly how a healthy person eats, today. This isn't just faking it. This is literally hacking your neuroplasticity. Your brain cannot actually tell the difference between what is real and what is consistently repeated. To lock this in, at the very end of each day in this phase, you're going to write down this exact sentence. Today, I acted like the person I am becoming, and then describe exactly what you did to prove it. Day by day, you stop just changing your habits, and you start fundamentally changing who you are.
All right, part 5, 3 hidden brain traps. Look, as you go through this masterclass, your brain is absolutely going to set traps to force you back into your comfortable little zone. There are 3 specific hidden traps you have got to navigate. Trap number 1 is the classic I missed one day trap. Listen, you will probably miss a day. Life happens to all of us. But missing one day is just an accident. It doesn't break the habit. Missing 2 days in a row, now that is exactly what builds a dangerous new pattern. Which brings us to your ultimate golden rule, your biggest weapon against this first trap. Never miss twice. If you stumble one day, you get right back on the program the very next morning. No excuses, 0 exceptions. Trap number 2 usually sneaks up right around day 15. It's the comparison trap. You're going to look at someone on social media or maybe a friend and suddenly feel like your progress is just crawling. Do not fall for it. This is a desperate, calculated lie told by your old brain just to make you stop. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Never, ever compare your day 15 to someone else's day 300. And the third trap is the this is not working illusion. You have to remember, neurological change is completely invisible before it becomes visible. There are going to be days where you feel exactly the same as you did on day 1. But beneath the surface, those new neural highways are being paved. You have to relentlessly trust the process, because the biggest results only reveal themselves to the people who stay consistent long enough to actually see them. Finally, part 6, Jack Ma's own rewiring. Let's look at how this exact process plays out in the real world. What is so fascinating about Jack Ma's journey is just how incredibly ordinary his beginnings were. When he was young, his brain was running a super loud, looping program that just said, I am not good enough. And honestly, reality seemed to back it up. He failed his university entrance exams twice. He got rejected from multiple jobs. His brain was definitely saying, see, we're not good enough. Give up. But instead of listening to that old software, he consistently fed his brain new possibilities. He literally spent years teaching English to tourists for free just to build up his own confidence. He read about business every single day. He surrounded himself with people who talked about possibilities. Slowly but surely, he updated his software, eventually transforming from an ordinary, constantly rejected job seeker into the legendary founder of Alibaba, one of the biggest companies on the planet. Look, his brain didn't change because he was born a genius. It changed because he was remarkably, relentlessly consistent. And that is exactly what this 30-day roadmap is designed to do for you. Just to quickly recap, days 1 to 10, break the old pattern in just 5 minutes a morning. Days 11 to 20, feed the new pattern with 30 minutes of daily learning. And days 21 to 30, lock in your new identity by acting the part and writing it down every single night. You don't need to be a genius, you just need to follow the steps. Which leaves us with this final thought. Right now, at this exact moment, your brain is running old, outdated software that is keeping your absolute ideal life entirely imaginary. But you now have the exact 30-day roadmap to overwrite it. So my question to you is this: will you start your update today? Don't tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. Start right now. And hey, if this explainer sparked something real in you today, share it with someone else in your life who feels stuck and needs to hear this. Your 30 days starts right now.